gonna try this again. Because for some reason it wasn't letting people join by the looks of it. Okay, try joining again. I want to see with that username. I expected so much more. Yeah, I mean, some people have questionable usernames, but they're not. It's join. Or wait, is it? Is it join or play? Oh no, it's exclamation point play. That's probably why it didn't work. Okay, I was worried there for a second, like, why is this not working? Okay, hold on. This like I like to see this because then I can see who's in. Hello, Madam Vanessa. Welcome in. Good to see you. Very good timing actually, because I was gonna end the stream a bit early if people didn't weren't around. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, but I am all considered I'm doing pretty decent today. Last week was not great and yesterday was not great, but things are looking up. I think it's safe to say that. Can I remove this person's probably gonna yeah, I think that person probably unfollowed me. Oh, I can follow people back from that. That's handy. Yeah, thank you, Tiger. I'm good. Picked up the bass again today, so I'm starting from scratch again. Yep, I hear ya. I'm very, very rusty on everything that I play or used to play, and I question whether I want to, even just invest like 20, 30 minutes a day to try to get a little bit unrusty again, and just so far I haven't. You know what? Let's wait, did Agent Finch, do you want to get in on marbles? I'll give you a little bit longer to get in on that. Um ooh, what does this do? When problem all right, I'm just gonna never mind. Where is that? Can I get out of here? Uh-oh. Okay, I guess I'll do this. Um there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather see what it is. Oh, what is it? Oh, okay. I admire people who can play music. Oh, no, thanks. Okay, sorry. I was just uh okay. Sorry, I'm trying to submit a report of it. I can't back out of it now, so I have to just finish it, see it through. Um So give me a second here. Made this music me being gay. Whoops. All right, there we go. And okay. Oh, I can't. Oh, whatever. All right, never mind. So we're gonna get going here. Yeah, I have a hard time finding the motivation to pick up an instrument. So the thing with playing an instrument, I think, or like my experience is that it is a lot like riding a bike. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember. Actually, I have to control this stuff. Like once you like learn to a certain point, you just are rusty and you just have to kind of unshake the rust off. But like, riding a bike, you don't really forget how. You just might get a little more clumsy with it or something. So the hard part is really getting to a certain point. Like with piano, I never got to that point with piano, so I really need to okay, I'm just gonna wait. All right, I'm gonna follow us from the back. Um, do you have? Oh, I can't pause this. Do you have any moderators? No, I sort of do. Happy Dead Pixel is one of my regular viewers, and I made her a moderator once before I figured out how to like do that myself. But right now it's just me. Unless somebody wants to volunteer to be a moderator, I can set that up. But yeah, I just had to figure out how to do it in OBS. Um, but it's not that hard. I hope it's like writing, but I'd love to get back into clarinet. Oh, nice. Are these no, that's just a really long obstacle. Well, it looks like Vanessa's probably got this thing wrapped up. Cause yeah, the other, oh, you know what? Okay, so these are just, Okay, we're finally getting back in the groove. Whoops. That's a really bad obstacle. Takes a very, very long time for it to like reset once you hit it. Oh wow, you just blew through that one. Um Check Twitch whispers when you have a moment. Oh boy. Them tires. Them tires indeed. From truck tires to I guess like race car tires? I don't know what kind of tires these are. They look like fancy car tires. Well, yeah, Madam Vanessa, I think you got this one wrapped up. So if you want to give me a number for the next race, wait, who's in second? Oh, I am barely in second. Oh wow, there you go. Yeah, so the person ahead kind of knocks off the obstacles and makes it easier for the next person coming through. But yeah, give me a number, Vanessa, and we'll pick that map next. That is kind of the tradition. 27. All right, let's go back to race menu. Is that what I want? 27. All right. Pixel's Death Alley. Do you still want this one? Um, Question of the day. The question of the day from earlier, for those who weren't here, was do you binge television shows or do you just watch like an episode at a time on different days? Yes. Okay, very enthusiastic. Yes. I like it. I appreciate that. All right. So much binge. So I don't binge shows. I find that I can't do that. My brain just kind of melts. Like I can watch one episode of the same show every day. Oh wait a minute. Oh, I just realized. Okay, hold on. I apologize. I gotta switch this over to this side. Um, yeah, I've got a little bit of Pride theme stuff on the channel now. The Lavender Lounge. I've created an alternate that's a rainbow, and I've got the Pride hearts up at the top. Depends on my level of enthusiasm for the show. Otherwise, it's one, max four per day. Yeah. I can do up to I think two, maybe three episodes in a day, but usually I don't do more than two. If it's a shorter show, like a half an hour show, I could do two, maybe three. But 1 hour dramas or 1 hour anything really, I usually only watch one episode in a day. Oh wow. Oh, okay. So in this map, Rosa Ulva has the best thing of playing on my channel, I guess. 1 hour dramas, one a day for sure. So remember everybody, exclamation point play. Or wait, what? What are these? I So yeah, Agent Finch, you literally don't have to do anything. It's completely like random, skill free. It just yeah, it's just kind of fun to like watch and cross your fingers, you know. So feel free to jump in. You do get points for participating. Not like my channel points, but like you get points in the game itself that you can use for things. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna give people a chance still to get in. I think you can still enter even when the countdown is going. How do you use these emotes? Okay. Type play and a number or use what? I don't know. All right. I think you still want to spectate, so we're just going to go ahead. Oh, I got to close this so we can actually see stuff. And it's tricky because I have a left-hand mouse, so I have to actually, yeah. And oh, wait. What? Why do we have 4 balls and there's only 3 people? Huh? What? What am I missing? Hold on. Who is this mystery interloper? Oh, okay. Yeah, we have a 4th ball with no name on it. What the heck? I am perplexed. What is going on? Madam Vanessa's bringing up the rear this time. I am in. Oh, who is that? Is that Rosa? Is that Rosa's like ghost ball? I wonder if it is. Well, it's in first place right now. Okay, hold on. There we go. Ah, it is. It is Rosa's ghost. I've never seen that before. Yeah, that's interesting. I've not seen that before. That is Rosa's ghost. I guess that was her like her championship speed run on this map. And I am still lagging behind Rosa's ghost. Oh, Tiger, you're putting up a fight. Tiger is putting up a fight. Oh. Oh! Oh dear, we are all dead. Where's Vanessa? Oh, Vanessa's not. Oh, look at that, Vanessa. Look at that. You said go ahead with this death map, and you're the only one that's alive still. Did you know something? Are you psychic? You need to tell us if you're psychic, because it's not fair. And wow, I guess that was Rosa's like speed run. Oh, 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 look at that! Oh, it's so close. Oh my god. You were so close. So close. Oh my god, I thought you were gonna make it. That would have been so epic. That would have been so epic if you'd actually made that. Wow. Well, you know what? Since nobody won, I'm going to pick the number this time, and I'm going to pick 37 because that is my number. So close. Okay, hold on a second. I got to turn my my blue light. Oh, my blue light filter is almost completely off. All right. Okay. Join. Are you just enjoying spectating this, Agent Finch? I mean, I know it can be fun to just watch it, but it is kind of fun to be involved too. Vanessa. Vanessa. Editing a video. Ah, yes. Okay. I hear you. I often lurk as well. Okay. Ah, Tiger going to lurk. And we got Vanessa. Long live to. I know, absolutely. If I could turn my camera around and show you, I would. But I am currently not willing to do that. So, but yeah, I work and lurk a lot, especially during the day. Okay. Oh, this is a snowy one. See, I don't like this map. I don't like snowy maps. It's hard to track the balls. There we go. All right. This is very similar to the other one, it looks like. All right, I want to watch them come down. I actually would like to have a third monitor, but I do not have space. Next time I move, if my new place ends up being big enough, I very well might invest in a third monitor. Although, I think I've only got one input left on my video card. And, oh, the heck was that? And I don't know if it's like an uncommon connection. Oh my gosh. That's a weird obstacle. Why are there just random rocks falling on this track? And they're not doing me no favors, that's for darn sure. Whoops. Vanessa coming up with a nice lead early on. You did not get rock'em sock'emed. All right. Let's see if Tiger can catch up. Oh, that's an interesting obstacle. It's just like literally a chunk of like snow or something. At least this one doesn't look quite as like dangerous for people dying. Oh, look, I say that now and then someone's probably going to die in 2 seconds. Oh, there's a speed up. All right. Tiger might get back in this thing. Tiger's lurking, but let's see. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, the great equalizers are back. It's Rock Alley here. Rock and roll. Okay, now we're all tied up. That's fine. We're good. Oh, no, Vanessa. Vanessa's like, no, screw you guys. I am taking the lead. I'm not letting you catch me. I like your determination, Vanessa. I like it. All right, so me and Tiger are bringing up the rear. Oh, geez. Vanessa, you keep missing these rock falls. I don't know how, but you do. You have some kind of special marble power, apparently. I'm free. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, see now we're all stuck. But Vanessa, you're always pulling out first. Oh, all right. Yep, you're sneaking out. Come on, come on. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Keep my eye on. Oh, wait, what? No, I said two, not three. All right. Yeah, I'm not. It's always interesting with these things because, like, I've played a lot of games where like there'll be like 20 people playing, and like if you randomly get put at the back of the pack, and then you could just miraculously end up at the front through like luck, or you can be at the front and you miraculously end up at the back out of just bad luck. Vanessa, you have got all the luck here. Oh, tiger, tiger. Oh yeah, we're all stuck now. I am being a slow poke at the back. Oh man, these nail things are not my friend. I don't like these obstacles that last so long. It's like really kind of kills the flow of it. But yeah. Um 1867. Like seriously, that was like what, 10, 15 seconds? That was ridiculous. All right. Do. And oh, narrowly. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Narrowly, I pulled that one out. Wow, you don't get a lot of experience in this. You have to do a lot of races to like get whatever. So I picked that one. So it seems like we just got me and Vanessa now, unless we got any other lurkers who would want to play. Do you want to try a head-to-head match, Vanessa? Do you want to give it a go? Uh, yes. All right. Um, I don't think I've played this one before. The lucky few. If we had one more person, that would be perfect. Shattered Dreams. House of Pain. I'm curious, but I'm also like, I don't like the sound of that. Purgatory, Coils of Power, Alienated, Thunder Tumble, Crank Tank, Temple of Steve. Hmm. Oh, Love is in the Air. Oh, I'm curious about this one now. It is Pride Month. Let's see what this is. We'll see who maybe has more love on this map. Oh, I like that. Look at that. It's a very cute start so far. Exclamation point play. Anyone who wants to get in on this? I look very yellow in my camera right now. Got some people. I don't know how many people are lurking. Is my OBS up to date? I don't think it is. I don't know. Hey, Agent Finch, thank you for hopping in. Man, now I wish that we'd gone into that like lucky few map. But yeah, well, um prepare to lose. Yeah, Agent Finch. The gauntlet has been thrown. What are we gonna do? Let's see. I'm fascinated. Some people just do entirely streams of this, and like honestly, if you have enough people in your like chat, it totally can work. So yeah, I was talking earlier, Vanessa. I do qualify for affiliate now. I haven't applied yet. I might not get accepted now because my numbers have kind of tanked since I missed an entire week from illness. But I know some other streamers who have affiliate who don't stream that regularly. So I'm still thinking about it because I'm probably only going to be able to stream, I'm gonna say safely, reliably 2 days a week, 3 or 4 if I'm lucky. So I kind of feel like, and I don't have any like grand plans. Agent Finch, look at that. You spoke, and so it is. It's running away with this thing. Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking like it probably isn't, probably might as well because the exclusivity thing is not going to be an issue for me unless I start having grand plans with Twitch, which maybe eventually I will. Like, I guess that's kind of my concern, sort of. Oh, this is actually a pretty cute map. I wish I was paying more attention to this. Oh, you went over a jump thingy. Oh, the gauntlet was thrown, but the gauntlet did not make it to the end. Oh, I guess I should go back here now. Um, yeah, I guess my concern is if I do end up expanding my Twitch channel later and I don't want to be exclusive anymore. I still haven't tried restreaming yet either. Oh, Vanessa, you just barely made it ahead there. Where am I? Am I still? Oh, okay. All right, all right. So I'm kind of still holding off. I don't know. It's tough. I can't decide really. I keep sort of like saying exclusive rules are not as strict as. No, I know that. It's just eventually, if I did want to multi-stream, I wouldn't be able to, or at least I wouldn't be able to multi-stream including Twitch. But I think on YouTube, I'm probably going to focus more on just uploading videos as opposed to going live. You won't love affiliate. Oh, you won't lose affiliate if you take it and just leave it for like months. Oh, I know that. It's more that I'm thinking, like I said, if I start to actually like do more with this, and if I want to start, like I said, multi-streaming, or if I want to do like a special stream and then like upload it right away. Oops, did I pause? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, cool. I set a record. Nice. I don't know. I'm overthinking it. I'm like trying to just not, because apparently like you can get out of the affiliate contract, but it can be tricky. So I don't know. I'm sort of trying to think ahead and consider. Okay, where is it? There's something called the Lucky Few. Let's try this one. I don't know. I kind of want to do it to try and get the potentially the extra little bit of income, but also, like I said, I don't want to be like locked in and limited in case later on you can stream. Yeah, Agent Finch. I've seen people suggest that you could like stream on Twitch, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you could stream elsewhere Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday kind of thing, but splitting yourself up like that is not really the best idea. That's kind of why I'm still waiting. I feel like, okay, give myself, now that I'm kind of more or less back. Do you want to get on this round again, Ancient Finch? You could just passively play there. But like I'm thinking, thank you, I appreciate that. The lucky few needs to have an actual few. But yeah, that's why I was thinking, okay, like I'm getting back into my talk show, so I'm stabilizing with my schedule a little bit more, my routine. So hopefully I can get back into doing this more regularly, and I could start making plans to see if it might, if, because like I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna say, okay, give myself like another week or something, and then maybe just kind of make a decision. All right. Because, like, I don't think I know anyone on here who qualifies for affiliate who is not an affiliate. Like, it just seems to be what everybody does. Agent Finch, again, off to an early lead. That's an interesting series of pipes. The internet is a series of strange tubes. But you'll still stream Dead Rising, right? If I end up buying it, I'm gonna have to wait for the next sale because I'm not paying like 28 bucks for it or whatever the heck it costs. Wow, I'm really straggling back there. Okay, these are very slow little obstacles. This is an interesting map. Ooh. What's going on up here? Code is in your whispers already. Wait, oh, did you send me a discount code for Dead Rising? That'd be very lovely if you did. Um, but see, that's one of those things. I think with that game, I might play it once and kind of be like, yeah, I kind of had my fill of the nostalgia, Okay, hold on. I gotta be facing around so I can actually see what everybody is doing. Or try to, anyways. See, now I'm actually so like absorbed in what I'm trying to say that it's hard for me to concentrate on this game, which is not good. All right. Oh, Agent Finch again. Whoops. Okay, at least I'm getting a better handle on these camera controls. All right. Oh, you almost died, you lucky bugger, you. I am so not winning this one. No. Wow, yeah, I'm desperately behind. All right. Interesting. Okay, okay, it's gonna come down to the wire here. Okay, let me get in position here. I wanna see, I wanna be in a good spot to see who's gonna take this. Madam Vanessa, narrow lead. Oh, yeah, I think you got it. Yep. You have secure. Oh, and I just died. Well, we have a winner and we have a definite loser. Oh, congrats, Vanessa. I think you've won 2 today, I think. Ow, my ear kind of hurts. Oh no. A new gauntlet has been thrown. Wow. Those are some strong words, Agent Finch. Some very strong words. All right. Hold on a sec. Let me take a quick little peeky peek here. I do not have a. Oh, wait, what? Nope. Oh, there we go. Do do do. Oh, you did send me a code. Wow. I hope that you didn't pay for that, but if you did, thank you. Oh, Vanessa, if you want to do another round, give me a number. Um, yeah, wow, that's the first that someone's gifted me something. I appreciate that. Thank you. 16. Sweet 16. What we got here? Cosmic Chaos. I'm pretty sure I've played this one before. I don't remember what it looks like. Oh, I don't know if that'll be a stream. Um, I again, like Dead Rising is one of those games. I know I've played it before. I think I might need to like play it a little bit offline again just to kind of remember, get like before I do it on stream, to just kind of like, because it's sometimes I feel like a game is not just a pride gift. Oh, thank you so much. But just to double check how much concentration it's gonna take, because some games seem like they would be simpler, and then I actually get into them and I'm just like, oh wow, I'm concentrating very hard on this. Um, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so we got 3. I guess we got some lurkers here who are not actively at the computers. Um, so I guess we will get rolling. Rolling. I am tempted to sing the Limp Bizkit song because of the Undertaker's theme, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. All right. I'm so happy that I found out how to see everybody's names at the same time. Otherwise, you have to like follow them manually, and that's definitely not as convenient. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Doopy doopy boo doopy doop boo. Yeah, I've been thinking about like restreaming for a while, and I have not actually done it. And just with everything going on, I've been kind of overwhelmed. So the chances of me doing it seem slim for the time being. Um, yeah, I feel like I might just be better off to just go for affiliate and just kind of make Twitch its own thing. All right. Oh, what is this contraption? Whatever it is, Vanessa just blew right through it. All right, Vanessa, I'm going to follow you here because you're way ahead of the pack at the moment. We'll see if you stay that way. No, it looks like we're kind of catching up. Yeah, okay. We weren't ahead, as far ahead as I thought. All right. Whoops. Worst case fun emotes. Yeah. Oh, Agent Finch. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for our loss. Hey, welcome back, Tiger. Yeah, I know. There's There's definitely reasons for and against it. Like another thing, to be honest, is that like it's Amazon owns Twitch. I don't know if you all of you know that, but yeah, and I don't, because of the huge cut that they take of everything, of like subscriptions and bits and everything. I don't want to put that much more extra money in Jeff Bezos's pocket just to put a little bit more in mine, but everybody's doing it, and I've asked a few friends and they've all just been like, don't punish yourself just for, capitalism or whatever. Vanessa, again. Um so yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it. Um I mean, I've been thinking about it. Wow, I'm very slow on this map. Prime sum equals money to you from Amazon coffers. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Interesting. Okay. Well, now that Tiger's back, actually, the Amazon Prime can sub for free. Ooh, I did not know that. That is good to know. Um, so we could play